Perfect Plex.
And two old men. Because we got two old footy nutties crying and complaining and crying. I want to ask you the question, how you feel about it. Ric Flair is no fan of WWE booking tradition, having Royal Rumble winners not main event WrestleMania after Charlotte Flair, his daughter, and Rhea Ripley did not go on last. Instead, an emotional roller coaster story of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens challenged the Usos for the WWE Tag Team Championship that went on the last Saturday in Los Angeles for WrestleMania. That was how he felt. Also, this past week, and that was a part of his own podcast. Now, this is also from HN Live in Canada. When I think of WWE and I see 20 wrestlers crowded together outside on the floor and someone dives over them to the top and knocks them all down like bowling pins, I roll my eyes at how pathetic wrestling is today. Why the hell is this man's hands up Bad Bully's ass? Yes, he was. What the hell is he got on? He got on nothing but New Day stuff. Look at him. The Bloodline shirt. The belt's dripping like Mike Knoxxx and the Belt King. Look at him. And he's cheering for Sami Zayn then winning. What the heck? Can somebody find this guy, please, and tell him he's a screw up?
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're all what you getting in. Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You could call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
And welcome back, everybody, to Perfect Plex Talk Radio, the Mike Knoxxx Show, right here on Unpop Reviews Wrestling Channel. I am your host today, and every single Monday at 6 o'clock, my name is Mike Knoxxx. Hashtag blame it on Bob Johnson. Hashtag a Puerto Rico, ho! A Puerto Rico, ho! Hashtag WWE Backlash. Hashtag your mama ain't got nothing on this, daddy. Hashtag fuck your AKAs, because without me, there wouldn't be an AKA. Hashtag look at my belts, the OG Belt King. Hashtag Title Tuesdays makes titles every day. Welcome to Perfect Plex Talk Radio, and everything's all jokes and fans, because those are my friends, those are my family, and we are all cool in every hood I belong in. People, today we have a plethora. Y'all know that word's gonna come out here. Y'all already know what that is. That means a lot of wrestling entertainment to talk about. And I'm gonna start off real fast, real quick, and right away. And that is, frankly, with this news right here. People, do you see it? Do you read it? Let me go a little smaller in case you're blind and can't see. Nick Khan. I'm sorry. Not fuck you, Dave Meltzer. Not JYD from these nuts off my sack of my balls. He keeps trying to hang on from New York. Not your mama's favorite booster shot. Not your favorite Oreo cookies. Hashtag dirt to dirt sheets. But Tony Khan himself confirmed Triple H is in charge of creative. Now, as I make myself a little bit bigger here because I got a big head. Shout out to big heads. Vinny Chase, big head. Michael Pierman, big head. Mike Knoxxx second, big head. Happy birthday to my baby, miracle baby boy, turning 16 today. But as I digress and I get myself together, listen, fans, I don't say this. I know that my expressions, I know that my emotions, I know that my passion can make you think that my opinion is a fact, but people, it's just comedy. And it's only entertainment. Is it not entertainment? Because if you don't know, you should always know. But when it comes to entertainment, there's still a right and a wrong way to do things. There's still reality and perception, the right and the wrong way to do things. Perception is everything, people. And what rock, what pebble, speaking of rocks, Dwayne Johnson from Pebble to Ricky Starks himself, the Pebble. Let's just be real here. What made y'all think that oh shit, I remember. Cody Rhodes didn't win. Holy moly donut shop. I've been a Cody Rhodes fan forever. Even I know he won't go in. Matter of fact, where am my money at? Y'all sold me money. Y'all know my Cash App. Better yet, look at my post today. Cash App to my son for his birthday. Pay me my money. Now, that's why you thought Vince was back in control because Brock Lesnar beat the living shit out of Cody Rhodes on Raw after Mania, which personally I think is one of the top 5 Raw after Mania moments. If you missed last week's top 5, make sure you go back and check out top 5s on Unpopular Review Entertainment every Thursday at 8 to 8:30. All right, check us out, as well as a bunch of stuff come up on our network, and I'll plug those all later. But when I saw this, when I got the message, because unlike you guys, let's just keep it a beat, right? I said it every week, right? For my Northeasterners, okay? I'm going to keep it 100, okay? By me keeping it 100, it's me saying this to you. I'm going to keep it a beat. I worked for Fox Sports. Still do. I belong to the Associated Press. No offense towards my best friends and the people I call my family, my brothers. Whoever inboxes me something, 9.75% of the time, I got it hours ago. But it's okay. I don't let you guys. I just, okay, cool, great. I knew the email went out from Vince to all the reporters because I belong into the Associated Press. But I don't come on here and talk a bunch of I know this and I know that because I don't know shit. No one from the company has personally said to me, hey, Mike Knoxxx, such and such is going on. I'm just an intelligent wrestling fan. This is the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. I mean, that is what I've called it now for 15 years, right, King Von? I mean, fucking sue me if I'm wrong, okay? But I told people Triple H had built, they had a subpar shows leading up to Mania. You take Dominic, you take the Bloodline storyline, which it's in 2 different ways. It's been pretty, what the fuck are we watching lately? I saw a post today that was like, I'm done watching WWE. I'm only going to watch AEW because WWE is ass. And I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, you just now think this is what it is? You didn't know this beforehand? Get out of here, man. You're a troll post, what you are. You're a post troller. You're a troller of a post who wants some attention. And guess what? I just gave you 5 seconds of fame. Now I'm done with you. Shoot, fly, shoot. Okay? But as I said to you guys, Triple H was still running Raw. Oh, no. Don't believe me. I'm just a guy who has over 27 belts. I'm just a guy who was in the 619 cam. I'm only a guy who has friends that have, like, I don't know, Vaughn, correct me if I'm wrong, at least 100 titles. Okay? I'm a belt king. They're belt emperors. Okay? But, I smoke weed. I got children. You know what I'm saying? My vices is different than your vices. Okay? There might be sneakerheads. You know what I mean? Give me a pair of clean Air Forces. Give me a couple pair of Jordans. You know what I mean? A nice, comfortable running shoe like a Vapor Max. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? What we had my Kickstart My Fix nephew Corey for the Wrestling Marks Excellence on last week. That boy got more shoes than he got belts. Okay, and just for the way it is. But I just want people fans to understand something, right? As I continue to always preach what I preach and why I'm preaching is stop. All right, is Michael Smith here yet in the chat going? Death to dirt sheets. That is the motherfucking post. Nothing else matters. Stop listening to, I know I'm going to fuck up the name, but it's okay. Sporkita. Did I say that right? Sporkitas, your mama's basements wrestling. And I'm being real. If it's not coming from ESPN, Bleacher Reports, it's about shit. Right? I'm just being honest. It's about shit. If it is not coming from those guys, more than likely it's not legitimate. Okay? So I'm trying to say, what's going on, Michael Smith? What's going on? The chat room is on fire. Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan. What's going on, Charmaine? who is Nick Khan? Well, he runs the company, right? He's like the president, right? He was hired when Vince was fucking up. Okay, that's who that guy is. All right, he's to make the ball. He's how everybody still gets paid, Charmaine. That's what he's there to do. Okay, because people don't get paid without this guy. Okay, so and not to be confused with Tony Coke Khan, by the way. Okay, I'm sorry, Tony. It's the truth. Okay, we love you. You know what I mean? I hope to see you at No Way Out this year. All right, doing the press, Puerto Rico. Trying to get in the press line, y'all. Holla at your boy. But when this came to fruition, I said, fruition told me to tell myself, to tell my friends. I was like, I told you. I just said on here last week and told you that all you dirt sheets are. Yeah! What? Full of shit. Okay, moving on in this week. Like I said, we got a plethora of things to talk about. And as I continue to be the leader, the advocate of the show for the intelligent wrestling fan, I came across some dumbass fans this week, Vaughn. And as I've decided to remarket, repush how we do on-pop reviews, Perfect Plex Talk Radio, the Mike Knoxxx show, I have to just call fans out when fans deserve to be called out, okay? So if you have not seen, which I'm quite sure most of you guys have seen this, but I'm going to share it with you if I can a little bit right here. And that is this post right here. Rhea Ripley, Thursday night, I lost one of my favorite people, my Nona. I'm going to miss your strong, loving hugs, your little sassy, cheeky attitude. It's so hard saying goodbye. But being able to see you again in February was the highlight of my year. I miss you. I love you with all my heart. Now, anybody who's been through a loss of a loved one, I lost my mother, my father, my grandmothers. I have no living relatives that are parents, right? So your grandparents, uncles, things like that. I don't have, well, I have uncles, but like, you know, your parents, I have none. So for her to write this publicly, I thought was crazy emotional, and you should share that with her, right? This idiot, can y'all find him? That's why I left him on there. First of all, no offense, Vaughn, you know I love you, but I know he was an idiot when he was a Cowboy fan. Okay? This is your tribe. This is he's part of your chief. I mean, he's part of your tribe, okay? Your Cowboy fans nation. Look at this moron. This, how do you say it in what's it name? Border Boy? You moron. His name is Bugsy_18. First of all, dumbass. It's only 118. His name is Mike Knoxxx. I wore it from high school, elementary school, little league, and college. All right? Holla at your boy. Only 18 that matters. Go follow me on 2K. All right? That's my number. Okay? This idiot goes, go home and leave WWE, please. No one likes you. What the fuck? That is Rhea Ripley. All we do is talk about as wrestling fans how much we love Rhea Ripley. This moron led her to get so upset. She responded to the idiot. People like this make me regret leaving everyone I love behind. I've missed for years without people I love to entertain and live my dream. And you're a fucking disgusting human. She said this. And don't deserve me, but I'm here and I'm doing my job. Realize what TV is, what's real, and what is we deserve better. This is, again, reality and perception. But I go further than this, Vaughn, because it pissed me off even more, as this was a discussion in one of the Facebook groups we're a part of. I believe it's Yelp Wrestling. I got it from. And they go, the other moron, the morons that are out there. This moron, he put Scott Beherds, if she's going to be a villain on TV and then use her character's name on Twitter, she's going to have haters. You don't see Harrison Ford posting Indiana Jones accounts. Unless she separates herself and her TV persona, she's going to get this bullshit. BS is what he used, but she's not innocent here. She's not innocent. She's not innocent. This idiot goes, Kenneth Hudgens responds, I'm sure they will. And yes, 1,000%, first of all, people, like I love you 3,000, you can't go higher than 100%. Okay, let's just get that shit straight. Okay, so that already he's a dummy too. Okay, uncalled for and stupid, but it is Rhea's account or her Demi's account. If she's going to blur the line, she can't just play the victim. How is that victim shaming, Vaughn? Am I wrong here? I see you backstage. Like, she is a wrestling fans. I repeatedly have said to you, my job here is to enlighten you. What was the thing? CM Punk say to bring the wash the masses or some shit like that, right? It's to have wrestling fans be intelligent, right? Now, we all know that Chris Evans is Captain America. And when he was posting stuff about Captain America, they didn't say, "Oh, go be Chris Evans," right? Seth Rollins repeatedly for years, every Sunday posts he hates football, but he's a Bears fan. But he cheers for the Bears. We know this because you can just follow the line. Now, everybody's not MJF, who 100% of the time is 100% in character. I'm not blaming her for this tweet. You as wrestling fans need to understand something, people. And I'm going to say this with all due respect to anybody I've ever come across with in this business, because in so many words, it's not. But people, it's not real to me, damn it. It's not real to me. It's not real. Wake the fuck up. It is sports entertainment. It is like watching General Hospital. It's like watching the Mario Brothers movie, less the animation. It's entertainment with athleticism. And for this, where's that idiot at? Put that picture back on the wall for me, please. For this idiot, Busby 18, and this moron, Scott Harris, what do you mean? She needs to separate her reality. No, you need to separate your reality. Point blank, period, and simple. We'll be right back here on Perfect Plex Talk Radio, the Mike Knoxxx Show. Unpopular Review. We'll be right back, y'all. We got a lot of shows this weekend. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Have you seen John Wick 4? What about 1, 2, or 3? We'll be right back.
Do you expect him to make it out? A $14 million bounty on his head. And everyone in the city wants a piece of it. I say the odds are about even. Doc, 5 seconds.
John Wick, excommunicado in effect in 3,
2,
1.
And away we go.
Make sure you guys check out the John Wick 3 review coming up tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. What's going on, DC the Collector? Good afternoon, Brother Knoxxx. It's Monday. You know what that means? That means it's time to grab me some water. Twist it. Pause. Look at the sweat coming off the bottle. That's that spring water, y'all. They got the minerals in it. Makes you healthy. I do a lot of screaming sometimes, so I got to drink some water to stay hydrated. You know what I mean? That's all. I'm tired of Dominic and Ray's storyline. Oh, Charmaine. Puerto Rico. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay? Fans are... you know, that's my word. Fans are...
Interesting. Where were you guys? Where were you guys this whole weekend when you were calling me an unprofessional piece of shit?
Good question, MJF. Where were you doing all this time? What's going on, Dice Man? My condolences to her and her family. Exactly. I'm embarrassed as a Cowboy fan everywhere. Well, you know, as a Cowboy fan, sorry, embarrassed. I'm gonna let that go. The disrespect. Thank you, Dennis. The disrespect. What's we got here? I'm gonna have to really vet my Facebook group page now. Yeah. They some dumb motherfuckers. Okay, I'm just keeping it a bean. There's some dumb people out there. Why Logan Paul resigned? Because he's great, Charmaine. He is great in all that he accomplishes, like Jesus, I guess. I don't know, but he's a good wrestler. Never mind none of that fuck. He's like hating ghosts. It's like hating ghost kids from Power. Yeah, right. Who plays a higher role enough that some folks want to F him up in real life. I agree with that. Tyreek played a role on TV. He's an actor. The script calls for him to speak a certain kind of way, and people want to hate him in real life for that. And I always thought, like, Jesus Christ, he's a kid who's playing a role on television. You wanna, in the words of Dice Man, you wanna karate-size this man? For what? Because he's playing a role so good? How about giving him an applause for playing that role so good? And Dennis, you know, typical Cowboy fans, right? What can you say? Typical Cowboy fans. But I digress, and I move on to some other conversations this week, because we know that now this lady right here, Miss Sasha Banks, is in the news, right? Everybody's happy with Monet. Monet is money. But I want to ask the question today, guys. How much money is Monet? Did Monet, Sasha Banks, make the mistake to go into Shimmer, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and not re-signing? Also, amidst rumors, okay, and I'm not getting this from the dirt sheets, okay, as I've already given you that epilogue, okay, they are in heavy negotiations in re-signing her, Okay, along with now that all the news broke this afternoon about Becky Lynch's contract is up next year. Like Becky Lynch's contract is up in 2024, and people are already like, "Go to AEW, go over here, please. I want you, I need you. You don't need them. Goodbye, we miss you." Like, intelligent wrestling fans, please, I beg of you, live, be alive. You want that wig, Charmaine? We're gonna get you that wig, Charmaine. We're gonna go find that wig for you, Charmaine. Okay, the cowboy hate is crazy right now. No, your cowboy fan who wrote this damn post is crazy right now. Okay, who wrote this post is crazy right now. Don't blame Cowboy Nation who hates y'all for that, man. This idiot put it out there for himself, Scott. Okay, all right. So I look at Charmaine Monet Banks here, and I go, okay, she's successful at Star Wars. She's getting acting gigs. Let's just be real here, people. She wouldn't have those acting gigs without the WWE's pushing her. If you're not a wrestling fan, you have no idea who she is, right? I'm being honest here. This isn't slander. I want her back in WWE. I think she's a top 5 of all, or top 10 of all time. I think it's Sasha Banks. But at this point, is it becoming more CM Punkish than anything? That's the bigger question. Is like when you see her, do you believe in Monet Banks? Do you want Sasha Banks back? I need more from her. We don't see enough from her. I need her to be different than what she has been. The little thing with the ukulele, like that is Bingo Hall talent at its best right there. And she's better than Bingo Hall talent. Let's just be real here. She's an all-time great. Some would call her the GOAT. I wouldn't put her that high because we know who that is. Charlotte Flair. You heard these, all that. It's the greatest women's wrestler of all time. So it can't be Sasha Banks. Okay, I wonder if y'all got that in 3D when that came out my mouth on. Did you see that come out my mouth as I was drinking that, and then I started to talk, and it just came up. Let's edit that from when you go back and re-upload it and we record it later. Just make sure you erase that. Okay, but no, seriously, in all seriousness, I look at Sasha Banks. I'm just like, damn. I said this before. Triple H had 2 jobs. She was the other half of that 2 jobs to bring her back. I have forgotten about her. I don't remember her at this moment, to be real with you. If she does not get back into a main company, at this point, Tony Khan also dropped the ball at not getting her because why would you not? Yeah, you did, Tony. WWE didn't get her. You should have got her. For her to go to New Japan Pro Wrestling and to go to Slimmer and Shimmer, it's a waste of her talent. I just see her back in the main roster. I want to see her back in the main roster very, very soon. Also, as I say, he had 2 jobs to do. One was to bring back Sasha Banks. He did not do that, although there are ongoing discussions to bring her back. The other one was Mr. Bray frickin' Wyatt. And this is where I ask you the question. Will he ever be back? Will Bray Wyatt ever get over the proverbial hump? Do you care about Bray Wyatt at this point? Do you want to see Bray Wyatt back at this point? Should Bray Wyatt be let go? Should Bray Wyatt go to an Impact that his shtick, if you will work a little bit more? Like, I don't think it doesn't work here. It's just the payoffs. He has had some of the greatest rivalries leading up to a match that I can remember in recent memory. But the payoffs that Bray Wyatt produces have all felt epically. Okay, outside of the Firefly Funhouse match with John Cena, he's dropped the ball. They've dropped the ball in every category. This rivalry that shouldn't have happened this year for him and Bobby at Mania didn't happen because we don't know if he's hurt, if he's dealing with emotional issues, is he, creative, he's not happy. I mean, at some damn point, Jesus, my man, you get paid to do a job, do the job. At some point, we cry and we bitch and we moan about, well, CM Punk's this and CM Punk's that. And we'll talk about him later in the program as well. But what about Bray Wyatt? Why are you still craving and want Bray Wyatt back so bad? What has Bray Wyatt ever done to get our emotions as high as he has them, because he needs more. He needs to be more from Bray. We're not getting all that he can do. And this isn't one of them things. I know you guys are always quick to say, well, it's the company. WWE let us down. WWE. No, this is a him thing. This is a Bray Wyatt thing. Bray Wyatt should have been better at this than what he's been. And he hasn't done it. And it's a shame. And we sit here, we grope about him, we love him, we want him back. We demand more, but what more are you getting? Every single time you turn around, the guy's leaving the company. The guy is hurt. So why do we give him so much? He doesn't deserve it from us. I'm going to say it right here, right now. Bray Wyatt is is a star, is a talent that does not deserve our loyalty right now, right? We talk about all the time about loyalty and faithfulness to a company and what this star does. And that guy, again, I 100% blamed everything on Sasha Banks and Naomi for walking out of the company. What they got. I don't care if you're Sasha Banks, Naomi, Brock Lesnar, Bret Hart, Stone Cold, CM Punk. You leave this company, you're worthless. It's on you. But to sit here and crave for this guy match year after year and come up short, I'm ready to let Bray Wyatt go. I think wrestling fans should let Bray Wyatt go. That's what the chat room has to say. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me what happens to Bray. Dennis chimes in. I'm over the Bray Wyatt thing until he pays off all the hype. I'm with you there. Because of Bray Wyatt, I know how I used to feel when Undertaker came out back in the day. He took me to my childhood. Bray Wyatt is not him. Dice with a random shout out to Nia Jax losing 50 pounds. She looks great. Like to see her at NXT run again. I just need y'all to understand. I don't get it. I'm over it. Fiend was the best thing about him, and it doesn't want to do it anymore. And he doesn't want to do it anymore. I don't. If that's the truth, then I'm with you. I liked him when he first came in, the Mercedes, all that, I like Bray in the ring as well. I think he's heavy hitting and fast, and a lot of things he does in the ring I'm a fan of. But I wouldn't say the Fiend was the best thing about him. Because when they were using the original Wyatt family gimmicks, you didn't need the Fiend. It was just Bray Wyatt. And that worked, at least for me. He can pack it up, and he doesn't want to be the Fiend. Well, listen, he can pack it up if he doesn't want to be the Fiend. Well, I think Bray's a talent. I don't think he needs to necessarily be the Fiend to be that great of the talent that he wants to be, but I understand nonetheless. That I do. So go figure from that. Also, little fun. I want to play a little game. We come back. We should draft this guy because the draft is coming up starting this Friday. And it took me back to some memories. Like the draft we had last time. And I remember sitting back saying, they just picked Becky Lynch first. That was fucking stupid. We knew the Fox executives wanted Roman. Now that deal's already been signed and they've been moved on, will Roman be the one picking the draft? And I think without question, it's a yes. But we'll be right back, y'all, with more the Mike Knoxxx Show, on Part View Entertainment. And we got more than just this wrestling show on this network, guys. We got wrestling shows every day of the week, including tomorrow at the NXT TakeOver. We'll be right back. Or not NXT TakeOver, but NXT.
All right, let's look at Anthony's comment. Slowly turning into his Uncle Scott as a heel.
No, that's not what it says.
Don't be rude. It says
No. You gotta read the comments.
Oh,
you gotta read it.
Stop it.
Ron is slowly turning to his Uncle Scott as a heel. Now, Uncle Scott might be over the hill. I don't think he's a heel yet. You
are me. Next thing you know, they're going to pair them up with a female valet. Like, stop. You're so rude. Like,
no, that's not what it says. It says, next thing you know, they're going to pair them up with a female Valley.
You know, I could see that. I definitely would not be against. This is sick. Like,
with a female Valley. Okay.
Other variants.
How do you say it? I'm sick. I'm sick. Like Scott had with who's Medija? Who's that?
Leave me alone. You know what? I didn't want to. Anyway, I think Anthony. You know, I think that would be a really cool.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man. NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
Of course, hello everyone. This is King Von Jr. on behalf of the Victorious Ones podcast and Perfect Plex Talk Radio to give you your week in wrestling history. So, of course, on April 16th, 2001, on episode Monday Night Raw, Triple H defeated Jeff Hardy to win back the Intercontinental Championship. They had lost to Hardy just days earlier. And of course, on the same day in 2020, longtime WWE ring announcer, Hall of Famer, the legendary Howard Finkel passed away at the age of 70. On April 17th, 1992, New Japan Pro Wrestling Champion Carnival came to a conclusion. And so the event lasted from March 20th to April 17th, featuring 20 wrestlers, and it was ultimately won by Stan Hansen, who was the reigning Triple Crown champion, who defeated Misawa in the finals. And of course, on the same day, 1994, WCW held their Spring Stampede pay-per-view at Rosemont Horizon. Rosemont Horizon, Rosemont, Illinois. And on the show, the most notable thing about the show was the fact that not only did Sting defeat Rick Rude for the WWE International Heavyweight Championship, but the fact that Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat fought to a draw for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, in 2000, on episode Monday Night Raw in Pennsylvania, Chris Jericho defeated Triple H, but at least briefly become the WWF champion. However, after further review, the decision was reversed because Triple H and Shane had threatened the referee. So as a result, Jericho had to come back and give the belt back, and so it never really happened. And of course, April 18th, 2004, WWE Backlash was held in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and the most notable thing on this card was the fact that Randy Orton defeated Cactus Jack to retain the Intercontinental Championship. And so of course, on the same day was TNA Lockdown in 2010, when Kurt Angle defeated Mr. Anderson in an escape match. AJ Styles defeated D'Angelo Dinero to retain the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. On April 19th, 1986, the first annual Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Tag Team Tournament was held at the Louisiana Superdome in New Orleans, or Mercedes-Benz Dome now. And the winners of the tournament were the Road Warriors, as defeated Ron Garvin and Magnum TA in the finals. Of course, in 1998, the Spring Stampede, as Macho Man Randy Savage defeated Sting to become the WCW champion. Of course, on April 20th, same night, April 20th, the following night, Hogan defeated Savage in no DQ match to win the World Heavyweight Championship. April 21st, the King of the Ring was when 2008 was when William Regal defeated CM Punk in the finals. As far as birthdays, on April 16th, Mia Yim turned 34. Paul London turned 43, and George Hamlin still would have turned 86. On April 17th, Roddy Piper, of course, would have turned 69. On April 18th, Brooklyn Brawler Stephen Barty turned 62. On April 19th, Kurt Hawkins turns 38. Byron Saxton turns 42. And of course, Ox Baker turns 89. On April 20th, Garrett Bischoff turns 39. April 21st, April 21st, Jay Lethal turns 38. Ezekiel Jackson turns 45. Axel Rotten turns 52. Brutus Beefcake turns 65. Angelo Savaldi would have been 109. So that is your weekend wrestling history. Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
And back, and the comments are still coming in. Leon the King. I feel like Bray is confusing and doesn't have any storylines. I feel like I'm watching Murder, She Wrote. Scott feels that he wasn't that good in the ring in the first place. To each day on as always. I think Bray was going to ring. But guys, listen, the draft is a coming. And I saw this on Facebook this week. Let's have some fun. All right. From this list, with the draft coming, we'll talk about the draft momentarily. It says, pick one wrestler to be WWE champion. Hire one wrestler to become to the WWE. And, as I make myself a little small, as you can see the picture, fire one wrestler. The hate for Austin Theory is so real. Braun Strowman, people hate as well. Logan Paul. I don't know why Kevin Owens is on this list, and I don't know why Finn Balor's on the list, but it was on there. Okay, so actually the question for me was very simple. I would put the title on Cody because I think out of any of these guys up top here, not against Seth, not that Seth couldn't do it and Seth doesn't deserve it. I think Seth does deserve to be champion. He's been champion, but I like to see Cody do it. I do like to see Cody do it. Just he wasn't going to beat Roman Reigns. If I could hire one wrestler to come to WWE, and this one was really hard for me because I do think Malachi Black could have been what Bray Wyatt should have been and not be coming to develop to be that next taker kind of guy. They dropped the ball with him. I feel like Kenny Omega under the right umbrella, which is WWE, could be a phenomenal worldwide superstar, the likes of one Seth Rollins, who I personally over the years have compared him to in the first place, and that is one Mr. Seth Rollins. Also, Switchblade Jay White on this list, Adam Cole, baby. But listen, no offense, I like Adam Cole, baby, but I have stool samples bigger than Adam Cole, baby. Okay, and then of course MJF. I chose MJF in this because I like to see what he can do, where he cannot say the things that he says on TV. Can he be that good? Can he be who early on I know I compared him to, and that was The Miz, on the, in the WWE, and I think he could be. So I like to see them hire him. I'm big on entertainment. I'm big on storytelling, and I think he tells a good story. I'm actually happy with what he's doing in AEW right now with the 4 pillars. That's just me. And it says fire one. I like Austin Theory. I think Logan Paul, because I don't like who he was before he became a professional wrestler, I think he's one of the best bright superstars I've ever seen gravitate to wrestling so quickly. Okay, it's amazing to me how well Logan Paul really has become great. I'm not giving it no fucking Kevin Owens. I'm not giving it no Finn fucking Balor. So Braun, unfortunately, big mans are a dime a dozen, and unfortunately, they're a dying breed also today to have the big guy in wrestling. Braun got to go. Nothing personal against that. So that's my, if I had to do that, who would you do on this list? Go ahead, let me know. Comment below, let me know. Off this list right here. All right, Vaughn, if you don't have it, you have this picture, Vaughn? Okay, send it out to the Twitter, and I want to know what people think. Who are you going to fire? Who are you going to hire? Let me know. Comment below. But I did this because people, y'all know what's coming this week. There it is. The draft is coming. The draft is here. The WWE Draft. Last time there was a draft, they picked Becky Lynch to go number 1. What the hell? Why would you pick Becky Lynch to go number 1? Because she sells merchandise. So not really a prediction necessarily, but who are you going to take here to draft? Dykes, you're taking the so-called wrestling god, which that is, by the way, Seth Rollins, but you're going to take Kenny Omega, King Ogama. Take him first. Can't be wrong with that. The guy's he's a hell of a wrestler in the ring. Not at all. I'm taking that. But off this draft, I think it's a no-brainer. We're all going Roman Reigns number 1, except for Charmaine. Right? Charmaine, wrestling doll aside, because they hate Roman Reigns, allegedly. Right? Y'all see my quotes, allegedly. Okay? Because throw the ones up. Okay? My tribal chief is going to Raw. SmackDown had them on pick last year. Raw to me, I think, gets it this year. And truth be told, I'm tired of waiting till Fridays to enjoy wrestling. Monday Night Raw, if you will, has been the staple of professional wrestling for 25 plus years. It's like Monday Night Football. You can't wait for monies to come on. I mean, sometimes I sit here and I go, oh, it's the Raiders versus the Commanders. I'll watch it. It's the Texans versus the Jaguars. It's football. I'll watch it on the side. Of course, I'm watching wrestling first because wrestling is mandatory. You have to take Roman Reigns first. But here's where it gets tricky. Here's where it gets dicey. Get it, dice? No pun intended. Here's where it gets dicey. Who's leaving? Is this what you all been waiting for? Is this the breakup of the Street Profits? Is this the breakup of the Bloodline? Technically, you can break up Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, technically, right? Or are they gonna do where champions go together like they did before? That was that one stipulation before. It's Damage Control good. I think we switch Raw and SmackDown champions. I think Rhea Ripley goes to Raw with Roman Reigns. I think the beautiful Bianca Belair goes to SmackDown. Girl. Sorry. I think she goes. I think Gunther goes to Raw. What else I think here? I think it's time to put Michael Cole back on Raw. I like to see Michael Cole and Pat McAfee on Raw. I would love to see that if Pat's available and able to come back. I'm not too convinced with the upcoming draft will make things that much more interesting, but as an actual pro wrestling fan, I will wait to see. That is the definition of a pro wrestling fan. Wait and see. Wrestling fan, wait and see. Because that's all we can do. It's wait and see. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen from this today. I want to see how will they put this together in a way that will become more interesting to the masses of us, right? I need to see this. I think you guys would like to see this as well, but there has to be some changes. So if you had to make a change, what changes would you make? Right? Because I'm with you, Mr. Smith. I don't think you can technically change what we've watched, right? But it can have a new approach on what we've been watching. So I feel like if you reverse a lot of stuff that SmackDown, like again, to me, the best wrestling show of the week, a lot of times is on Friday Night SmackDown because you have the Bloodline. Why do I have to wait 5 days, 7 days from Friday to Friday to watch wrestling, to watch a good wrestling program? Can you possibly split up the Bloodline and still have the Bloodline? Like, can it be like factions can go where they want to go? Right? It's WWE. It's wrestling. It's all entertainment. Rewrite the story, right? Because if I write it, it's not real to me, damn it! I can do what I want to do. And if I do that, I can clearly, Vaughn, put the Bloodline on any show, right? I move Roman to Raw. I move the Cousins to SmackDown. And they run WWE. And I'm okay with that. Keep Sami Zayn on SmackDown. Kevin Owens was technically a Raw superstar who just did what they wanted to do because that's what they do. What do you say? Us Mikes know better than most. Well, you spell your Michael right. So if you spelled it E-A-L, Michael, then I'd have had an issue with you. But you spelled it the right way, A-E-L. So you're fine. Like Jordan, like Jackson, okay, like Tyson. You're a great one, okay? Somebody said great when you got to take a sniff of the air. When you hear great when you... So the draft is coming up. I want to know what you think. Who's going to happen? Who's going where? But also, I came across this today, and it made me think, right? Because there's a lot of rumors when it comes to the draft, right? And I just want to say this, right? Like, as a wrestling fan, I don't want to know who's getting drafted. Or like, I literally saw this thing today, Vaughn, that said the Raw plans or the draft plans have leaked. And I didn't even click on it. I don't want to click on it. I go back to when I was in Miami, WrestleMania 28, in the Brock Lesnar rumors. I don't want to know that. When did wrestling fans want to, like I say it all the time, I use that reference all the time. Yo, Vaughn, I'm going to go check out this, I cannot wait for this new Flash movie, but y'all already know the ending, dog. right now. Listen, so this is going to happen, right? He's going to reset the whole timeline. They're going to switch him out, right? Because, he in trouble with the law. So Grant Gufferson is going to come in and replace Ezra Miller as the Flash. I wouldn't want to know that if that was the truth, right? Snowfall's last episode is this coming Wednesday, right? If you have not seen one of the better cliffhangers in television history last Wednesday, go watch Snowfall again. I had my cousin, I'm going to make fun of her because I love her. If you listen to Tisha, you told me, and I quote, she wrote, "Oh, I binge watched all of Snowfall. It didn't end too great." I said, "What do you mean you binge watched it? Didn't even have the last episode out yet. What are you talking about?" But if it was out right now and the ending had leaked, if I knew who the ops was in Ghost, which I think, by the way, is the teacher, right? Go back to when Kanan. So that's a fake ass name right there. It does like a fake ass name, right? He's the informant, right? I think Effie's Norma's daughter, right? But I don't know this. But if I knew this ahead of time, it would kill the story. So why do wrestling fans constantly want to know what? Like, I remember wrestling fans sit here and tell me, guys, I used to hate it. Oh my God, I used to hate it. Yo, Raw was ass last night. Yo, you saw that shit? Nah, man, I read it. Did you see Raw last night? Nah, man, I read it. I would be like, "What you read?" "Man, that shit was awful." Really? You can't read wrestling and determine how great wrestling is, people. You just can't. You can't. You cannot read wrestling. You cannot do that. Sorry. You cannot read wrestling and tell me if it was good or bad. I don't care what you say. That cliffhanger was epic. Yes, it was fun. Somebody watches Snowfall. Please figure out a way to separate them damn men's world titles. Okay, that's my next question, DC the Collector. Because I got tagged in a TikTok today that the guy was like, Charlotte Flair's pretty much a part-timer and all this stuff, and it wasn't worth my time to comment. So thank you for the tag. It wasn't worth my time. Not you, but the person who made the post. Right? And I saw another post today about, the plans, and you've heard now for weeks, a new belt coming. Whole thing with part-timers. Why? It doesn't bother me. Brock doing Brock. When you see Floyd Mayweather, John Jones, Saint Spartacus Pierre, when Goldberg came back, when Rock comes back, they're big business. They're big. I don't need to see them every week because then they won't be so damn, oh my God, exciting to see. So when they're there, it makes it feel like a big deal. And they have to be made to feel like a big deal, right? HH back in the day was not on my TV every single Saturday. He just wasn't. Maybe he should have been, but he wasn't on my TV every single wrestling challenge. Wrestling superstars. He wasn't. Now, he should have for Saturday Night Main Event because he had to. Separating the titles does exactly what? I'm not saying 100% you're wrong here, DC, by the way, okay? For my cup of tea, Roman should never lose. I think me and Scott talked about that last night on the Xbox. I'm being honest. Somebody who should beat him should be a Brock Lesnar type guy. It has to be someone that makes me feel like I have to understand something here, people. He smashed them, stacked them, and pinned them. Two of the greatest of all time. Randy Orton's gone. Taker's gone. Brock, he's beat. He's beaten every single major superstar. Cody wasn't winning. So I feel you as long as he has these belts, there's a headlock on him and make somebody else champion. Maybe he'll give one up. I don't know. But him as champion should never lose to me. Maybe a Seth Rollins, because again, I'm about storylines. Storyline telling, storyline-wise, only to me, Seth Rollins can get to Roman Reigns because he's in his head. He plays the games, and I like that. Brock Lesnar, again, has that chance anytime. That's why they got that stupid, as long as he's champion, Brock Lesnar never has a shot again. No, that needs to be there. I left the wrestling realm back in 2017. Whoa! Did that name just get brought up on this show, Vaughn? It did. Since one of those guys on there spoiled the return of the Hardys hours before Mania happened. True story. I pissed on that dude at WrestleMania in the bathroom when they came out. boom, 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 boom. My dick just went everywhere. Just pissed. I don't even know if you've seen it. Sorry, mama, forgive me. Pissed me off so much. A true wrestling fan doesn't peek behind the curtain. Just watch it and sees what happened. Remember, you're a fan, not a worker for the company or a writer for the company. They literally have a creative superstar that to beat Roman. They literally have to create a superstar to beat Roman at this point to make it believable that he will lose. Again, I think Seth is that guy. I think Seth can do those things. Well, tonight on Raw, we're going to get Brock Lesnar is set to return and challenge Cody at Mania. We have a U.S. title match as Austin Theory takes on Bobby Lashley. Seth Rollins takes on The Miz, and Trish Stratus explains her betrayal of Becky Lynch, who also tweeted out today that she would not be there on SmackDown this week. WrestleMania rematch for titles on April 28th. SmackDown's reported last week. And NXT, frankly, I just don't watch it. I try to watch it. Listen, AEW this week. By the way, I don't have a picture or anything for it, but I thought AEW, we did the AEW review show, myself and Dice Man. Make sure you guys go ahead and check out the Z is Silent, wherever that is, here on Unpop Review. Also, the Victorious Ones podcast. Make sure you follow my Ayatollahs and icons to the roller icons and superstars backstage. 301 King Vaughn Jr. on every social media platform as well. Make sure you check out the Victorious Ones podcast. He put out his top 10 Lakers list of all time. Damn, LeBron's a top 10 Laker, and that's crazy. One thing as a basketball fan I hate is that when you look at the all-time top 10 players, it's like 6 Lakers. It's like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand it. It's like 6 damn Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, for my Knicks fans, that's not a single Knick ever going to be a top 10 player in the league history. I had to throw it out there, Vaughn. I had to throw it out there. No Knicks will make that list, by the way. Okay? But damn, all these damn Laker fans. But AEW, I love what's actually going on with MJF and what he's actually been able to accomplish. And I'm liking where they're going with this whole thing with him and the pillars, whether it's Jack Perry, Jungle Boy. Just drop the name Jungle Boy. We'd be okay. Okay, just call him, by his daddy. The reason why I wear Ray-Bans is because of Dylan McKay. 90210, the original official smutter of smuts. Okay, that man had best friends fighting over his paying. Okay, so you know they didn't care. Okay, you can have him this week, Kelly. I got him next week. Okay. So his son deserves more. Okay, but AEW, man, it's that's a hard watch for me also lately. I just think wrestling right now, I don't know, maybe it's me. I will be 48 this August, so maybe it's me after 45 years of watching wrestling. Maybe it's time for me to hang up the curtain. I don't know. Spotface told me, man, just stick to all the old school talking wrestling. I told Spotface, fuck you. Tell me what to stick with. I watch wrestling every week. Shit, tell me I got to stick with old school stuff. I'm out of touch with new school wrestling. No, I ain't. Wrestling is going to be what it always is. Good guys versus bad guys. And when fans, yes, I said if fans decide to blur the line so much that they just ruined it, that's what happened with professional wrestling. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. All right. But coming up this week, all that AEW Big Show, I need to see more from Jay Cardell. She's been missing in action for a few weeks now. This whole Outcast thing with the girls, with Shreya and Toni Storm and those girls. No, I did think the Swerve match with Darby Allin was great. And that was something I wanted to pick on. I didn't get that picture, Vaughn. If you could tweet this picture out. What the hell is up with Keith Lee? Seriously. Keith Lee looks like a moron. All right? And I say this, right? Because Keith Lee had all the problems. I ripped him last week, right? Well, I mean, I guess this must be the annual Rip Keith Lee segment week of the day, okay? Because I'm going to get this picture real fast. I need to see this man. This man has issues, okay, with how he looks. All right. And I know you ain't talking about, you supposed to talk about people got to know. Okay. Because it's the barbershop. If you don't know, while looking for this picture, he'll tell you.
Is it the barbershop? Is it the barbershop? It's the barbershop. Yeah. I mean, we can't talk straight in the barbershop. Then where can we talk straight? We can't talk straight nowhere else. You know, this ain't nothing but healthy conversation. That's all.
Yeah, it ain't nobody exempt in the barbershop. You
nobody.
Know that. Ain't nobody exempt. You
can
talk about
whoever
and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop.
Look at this man. That man's arms is bigger than Vaughn's stomach. The white hair, now he got the white beard. Like, Keith Lee, get it together, bro. Please. Damn it. Last commercial break. We'll be right back, y'all. This Thursday night, we have done a tribute to Spike Lee. We have done Mo Better Blues. And now this week, we got She's Gotta Have It. We'll be right back to close out this show, y'all.
Please, baby, please, baby, please, baby, 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 please.
No, check this out. Nola was something special. She had this amazing effect on men.
I was the best thing that ever happened to Nola, darling. Ask her, she'll tell you that herself. Why, she worshipped me.
I've never seen anybody who like to look at themselves more than you do. Don't you ever get tired?
Never happened, baby.
So you bugging out, right? You're gonna go? You're gonna go? You're gonna go? You're gonna go?
Spike Lee's first movie, She's Gotta Have It. Cannot wait to make sure y'all come back and check it out this Thursday and every single Thursday, every Tuesday, every Thursday on Pop Review Entertainment. If you're following on Pop Review Wrestling, please go and like, follow, and subscribe. As Dice always says, we're not asking you to buy a TV dinner here or a church Sunday dinner. We're asking you to like, follow, and subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing because social media is free. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and do that. Like, follow, and subscribe to all of us above there. So last thing for the day, and I will add this up, and I got to do this, Vaughn. I was going to wait till next week, but I couldn't. You know, who do you think is more important asset to AEW, Chris Jericho or CM Punk? Well, I answer that next week. All right. I want to leave that right there in the cliffhanger. I'll come back next week to get that answer because I have a very intriguing response to the answer. And it's not what you really think it is. But I do say Chicago made Punk, and he's from Rosemont. And Vaughn did just have his week in wrestling history. He didn't say Chicago, Illinois. He said Rosemont. Chicago made who? He ain't even from Chicago. All right. So that's just what it is. Shit, he just hitting the head all the time. Don't blame it on me, okay? What is that for? Damn! It's just what it is. Listen, guys, it is my son's birthday. I thank you as always for everybody chiming in and tuning in. Please like, follow, subscribe, share this even with people. Get us out there on Pop Review. We'll be back tomorrow for NXT review with Shay Sawyer and who's tomorrow night? Shit, I forget. But your favorite people will be back tomorrow. Then Thursday, also we got top 5 this week. Top 5 tag teams to never win the title. Top 5 most underrated tag teams. Not one of the top 5 most underrated tag teams in wrestling history. Make sure you guys come back and check that out. But listen, guys, I got here. I got some house burgers to make because every time it's a birthday, I got to cook. Well, that's some damn bullshit. If you ever ask me, I'm just being honest. Like, they make me cook every single time. Like, I don't have nothing else to do in my life but cook. That means I'm good at what I do. My kids love my cooking. A little wife, a little pickle tickle. Come back and beat somebody's ass on 2K. That might have been a cap. However, I am going to come back and beat somebody's ass in baseball, and that's a fact. Not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me, and don't love God, y'all. I am out of here. Peace.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're on, what you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News to interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You could call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready?